Hey, this video will highlight my 48 hours in the game dev competition Ludum Dare. This was the 44th iteration of Ludum Dare, and the theme was Your Life is Currency. If you don't know what Ludum Dare is, it's one of the world's largest and longest running game jam events. You get to create a game from scratch in 48 hours. Ludum Dare happens every 6 months, and even though this isn't my first Ludum Dare, it is my first one in a while. The last one I did was Ludum Dare 39. To start off with, I decided to decompose the literal and figurative meanings of your life is currency. One idea that I had was that you'd be living as a coin and therefore your life was currency. Another idea that I had was sort of like in real life, how we trade in our time for anything that we want. In the game, you would be trading your soul for what you want. In order to get a better idea of what each idea would look like, I decided to draw some concept art, if you can call it that. So this is the literal idea of your life is currency. This is a drawing of what you living as a coin would look like. And then maybe it'd be like a platformer. That's what the hill's for. Next up, I had a pretty hard time thinking of what it would look like for you to be selling your soul, so I just took some time to think of that. And then I thought that you could be like a ghost, a soul, and you'd be selling a part of yourself for what you want in the game. So the idea that I decided upon was the literal idea of you are a coin, and it would be sort of like a platformer, and as the enemy I decided it would be like hands, because hands are chasing coins, you know. And then I thought the environment, the platform, would be like wallets, because that's usually where coins are. Here I'm trying really hard to draw some wallets, and I'm trying to draw them from a perspective like they're coming out at you. So I had this idea that there would be a series of wallets, and you'd start on the bottom right and you would keep climbing up, and then maybe fight some enemies, and then jump to the next wallet, then keep climbing up, and then keep climbing up, fight some enemies, and keep going. So that's what this drawing is. As you can see, on the bottom floor there's a coin, that's the player's character, and then there's a hand, so that would be like an enemy. It would follow you around, and to defeat it you would have to sort of stomp on it. And then you can see like little lines on the wallet. Those would be like platforms that you can climb on, so you can climb up that and get to the next wallet. For fun, I also added springs and other cash players, and also I show the camera in the blue. But I wasn't really satisfied with platforms of the wallet, so I decided to draw a different style where it would be the size of the wallets would be smaller, but they'd be connected in different ways. So here you would get from one wallet to another, jump on a hand's head, jump on a hand, and then get to another wallet until you get to the end. Again, the camera is in the blue. Now, with a good idea of what idea I wanted and some small design, I decided to plan out what needed to be done and sort of see how much I could do with the time that I had. So I split up the tasks into 6 groups, starting from a concept proof. So that's basically everything gameplay wise that I need in order to know if it's fun. At that point I would only have placeholder art. Then I could get into implementing more detailed gameplay, like different levels, different jumps, different enemies, where to place them. Once both of those previous groups are done, I could do some simple graphics so that the game would look somewhat appealing. Next would be the effects, so maybe some visual effects of maybe landing, then also sound effects, so that's jumping, moving, and whatever basic sounds you need. Finally, I would do some polishing, so make sure everything runs smoothly and it feels okay, so that the gameplay is not too hard or too easy, and also that everything sort of integrates together well. Also, I had the 6th group, which was unnecessary for fun. Like it says, it's totally unnecessary, and most likely I wouldn't get to it, but it's just some cool ideas that I had, but which I couldn't implement because of the time constraint. So here I'm just filling in the groups, so the hand move sound, so that whenever the hand enemy moves, there's a sound effects, and some skybox, like I wanted to have like a space background, also some post effects which would make it look nice. Just looking through here. In the polish, thought about having another gameplay element where the player could roll and then have an animation for that. For the music, I want to create a new music too. So that's all the planning done. After the planning, I got to work. I did all the programming, and this is the first update. So I just finished the player movement, and so that includes the moving side to side, right left, and also jumping. And I also added some wall jumping, as you can see here. Kind of got stuck there, but still. Yeah, I think it did take some time, but I really wanted to have a good polish in the movements. After that update, I did some more work. So this time I added enemies. I think that was the main thing I added, because this was my first time using the Unity AI or path system, baking in the pathfinding, so that took a while. But I think I got decent results. Originally, I wanted the enemy to be able to jump, but didn't really get that to work. But other than that, it works pretty well. Also, I added a finish, and also I added a level reset. So if you jump off or you fall off, it will reset. Also, if you hit the enemy, it will reset. Okay, after the last update, I just did whatever I could within the 48 hours. And then this is the final result. Right now you're in the tutorial level, and the yellow text in the background tells you the controls and the mechanics of the game. As you can see, I didn't really get far with the graphics. The player coin, that's sort of the only thing I did. Other than that, the controls, the movement, I would say that's pretty well done. Here I just jumped on the enemy's head to end them. Then right there I hit the green thing, which let me go to the next level, and then again I'm in another level. This is the second last level right here. It is pretty hard. You can see me struggling there. Up here, this is probably the hardest part, but I just fall off there. The one thing I'd say is that the perspective, it does make it hard to tell where the platform ends right there. So yeah, I did the same thing again. After a few tries, I do get on the platform, and I try to do it again and do the same thing again. Yeah, the perspective makes it really hard to see where the edge ends. Also, because you're a coin, there I actually hit the enemy and reset. See if I do it again. I'm waiting. Okay, I make it, and then I get to the next level. But yeah, after this wall jump, that's it. Overall, even though I didn't get to do a lot of things that I wanted to do, it was still a fun experience, and I can't wait till the next Ludum Dare. That's it for this video. Until next time.